Hey guys, in this series we're going to learn how to stretch. Before we can start stretching, we need to learn what stretching is, the parameters behind stretching, and then any red flags you come across when stretching as well. So what stretching is it's a therapeutic exercise that lengthens the muscle and helps stretch that connective tissue out. And so with that, stretching, it can increase your flexibility, it can increase your range of motion, and then it also decreases your pain. And so moving on from what stretching is, we need to talk about the parameters. So the parameters of stretching is you need to stretch every single day. No matter what you do, that is the key to stretching and gaining those benefits from it is stretching 3 times a day, every single day. So breakfast, lunch, and dinner, you could break it out to that. And stretch that every single day. And then also, when you go to stretch, you need to do 3 sets of that stretch. For example, if you're stretching your hamstring here, you're going to do 3 sets, holding that stretch for 30 seconds. And so that's with parameters. Next is the red flags. The red flags you want to look out for and tell your patient to let you know if they feel any of these is if they become dizzy when you're stretching, if there's any sharp pain when they're stretching, if there's any major discomfort, and then if they become nauseous, that's another red flag that you want to look for. Have them tell you, and you're just going to be done stretching. And those are the 3 things we want to learn in stretching before we could dive in and actually do some good for people. See you in the next videos. Hey guys, now that we learned about stretching, we're going to show you actually how to stretch now. And so we're going to be focusing on the gastroc here. We're going to have the patient lying prone just to make sure everything is extended to get that the longest length of this gastroc here. And in order to stretch this gastroc, I'm going to be using my thigh here to press against her ankle into dorsiflexion to even more elongate this gastroc here. Reason I'm using my thigh is just because I have more power instead of just using my hands here. And so then, Adriana, you're going to let me know when you feel that stretch right in your gastroc.
What you're doing looks fine. So, but someone should.
Feeling it yet? Perfect. All right. And then I would just hold here for 30 seconds. I would not do a PNF pattern technique here where it's the contract, relax, or the agonist contract, just because her gastroc is going to be really strong. And since it's powerful, I won't have enough force to do those techniques. So I'm just going to hold it for 30 seconds and then just have her relax. And that is how you stretch the gastroc. Hey guys, welcome to this video here. So you just got done watching how a PTA would stretch the gastroc. Now I'm going to show you how you could do it yourself so you don't need any help from anyone. First, the best place to do it is I would find a step, and specifically like a staircase here, just so you have the handrails to help with this. There's a couple different approaches you can do. The first one that I would say would be like the most aggravating stretch that you get like the most stretch from is you just go to the top here, and then you put your foot like halfway on, and then you just hang off it and let your body weight stretch that gastroc for you. And the reason I say this is more aggressive is just because you're using your entire body weight to weigh you down and really pull on that gastroc. And then the other one you can do is you can walk up here, and this one you actually have more control over how much pressure and how much of a stretch you want. So you just go up to the stairway, put your foot, dorsiflex your foot on top of that stair or that step, and then you can just lean forward and make sure to keep your back straight because you don't want to feel that stretch in your hamstring here. So the straighter your back is, the more you'll have it focused on that gastroc. And as I said, this gives you more leverage just to add more of a stretch or take a little bit of that stretch off. And that's how you would stretch your gastroc by yourself.